So, it's 1916 now. But I need to talk about the mistakes I made in my 1914 and 15 videos first. In 1915, I forgot to mention the Austro-Hungarian and Bulgarian invasion of Serbia. I did forget to mention that. And when I said France took Alsace from Germany, I meant Germany took Alsace from France. So, yeah. But now let's go back to our 1916 video. So, things are going pretty good right now. Things are going, well, not good, but what was bad. Germany, the Entente powers actually started using chemicals now. So, but now these videos are completely unscripted, so I'm going to pause in like the middle of these a lot. So, yeah. The Battle of the Somme happens, which is a pretty important battle, even to this day. The first tank was used. It was called a tank because the British called it a big water tank, basically, to trick the Germans. So, yeah. It was a very good tank. The Mark IV was a very good tank. Very strong. Nice tank. Now, the Somme was one of the deadliest battles of the whole war. It was wet, it was muddy, and it was deadly trench warfare. And in 1915, I forgot to mention the beginning of Verdun. How did I forget Verdun? But now it's 1916. This is when Verdun actually happens. The Battle of Verdun was also a very major, very deadly battle. The French, this is the English translation, they shall not pass, because they were close to Paris over there in Verdun. So, yeah. Verdun, I don't know who won the Battle of Verdun. I'm pretty sure. Fact check me on this. Tell me about this in the comments. But, I'm pretty sure the French won. Which that's very good. Yeah. And it started like really close to Christmas of like 1915. Yeah, that's a good way to spend Christmas. Now, on the Eastern Front, Germany was pushing through Russia pretty good. Austria-Hungary actually started winning a little bit. Now, in 1916, there was also the invasion of Greece. Now, the Prime Minister said, hey, let's join the Entente. But the king said, no, let's fight with the Axis powers. It might be the other way around. I don't know. It's been a while since I learned about World War I and stuff. So, yeah. Luckily in school I'll be learning about it. Not too soon, hopefully. IXL, helpful source. So, you're fighting in the front lines, Many more Canadians were fighting now. Now, the Tsar of Russia, he was actually in charge of the Russian army. He led as the leader when he had no military experience or training whatsoever. So this just made it crazy, yay. Japan was fighting in some islands against Germany, Oh, Germany replaced the pickle tube helmet with the sty helm. So, yeah. The sty helm was a stronger helmet, just it was heavy. Now British and French forces are getting a ton of supplies from America. America's the backbone right now. But later in the war, when America joins in my next video, you're gonna learn more about this. So yeah. More chemicals are being used now. 1916 was the deadliest year of the whole war. Italy was fighting. France was fighting. Britain was fighting. Germany was fighting. Austria-Hungary was fighting. Serbia was fighting. Russia was fighting. Like, it was crazy. Vladimir Lenin really hoped that Russia would lose this war. And many Russian nationalists became a big part of Russia at this time because everybody was really excited for Russia because, even the people that didn't like Russia were like, okay, yes, this is a very bad imperialist war, but would we rather have our bad imperialists be replaced by by a foreign one? No. Now, Germany was struggling a lot. Portugal entered the war. Now, Gallipoli was a failure. But in Easter Day, 1916, Easter Rising happened the day after Easter. It was a very tragic part of Irish history because it was one of my favorite moments in Irish history. Just there's only two bad things about it. The leaders got executed and the fact that they lost. It was a very major rising in Dublin town that would lead to the later on Irish Revolution. And it was a German-backed rebellion because the Germans thought that if they could help take down the British forces, that they could be formed by they could have this easier if Aaron the I don't know how to say it correctly. Yeah, I'm really bad at pronunciation, guys. Let me see what else was a big important part. So the sinking of HMHS Britannic happened. The captain tried to beach the ship, but because of issues with stuff, I don't know, they were just so far away that they couldn't do it, and the propeller going was just bringing the ship down faster. Now, back to the Somme. A deadly battle, possibly, but at least they had tanks now. At least they had tanks. The tanks were very important, very good part of the war. Now the French were starting their ideas on tanks. Not yet. Germany just kept to the doctrine of mostly using artillery. As many Germans sent to fight were struggling, mostly. Because this was just awful, slow cooling. It was more slow than ever. It was just bad, you're fighting in slow, static warfare, like the Somme River was going to be one of the most important battles of the whole war. And after the, I believe, British victory, it weakened the Germans quite a lot. And the Entente powers had support from America. They were getting guns, ammunition, and they were in America was making guns for the British. They were making pattern 1914 Enfields, I believe, in America. Now, they were getting most of their guns from Springfield Armory and stuff. But, like, America's president was starting to be like, should I join the war? Should I not join the war? Like, yeah. Now, really cool part, not a cool part, but, like, part about this war was that, the Tsar of Russia, the King of Britain, and the Kaiser of Germany were all related. They were all related to each other. They were cousins, I believe. So, yeah. Yeah, the British king then was from very much German descent. Verdun was awful. There was nothing like a Christmas truce in this war, I don't think. Yeah, it was getting much worse now. Chance warfare was getting much worse because of the advancements in weapon, which means that, like, you could just kill people faster, which means that you need to send more troops to fight. And that means your enemies would send more troops to fight, and it would just be, forward, backward, forward, backward, forward, backward. And the trench would be taken after that, probably. And it was just brutal fighting. It would stay still, almost still, for the rest of the war from here. Now, this one, there's a very messed up year of the war, deadliest year of the war. Now, I don't know. Like, yeah, I don't know much about the Eastern Front in this year, but I will make more World War I videos in the future. World War I is a big passion I have, but this is more than a World War I channel. This is every war ever, just I chose to start with World War I, then we're going to do World War II, then we're going to go to, like, Napoleon's life, then we might go to the Napoleonic Wars and Crimean War, all those wars. So, yeah, and my videos will work in a 4-part series normally, except World War II. Like, there's going to be the first 4-part series. So, my 1917 will also be my 1918 video. So, yeah. Bye.